We are in these ferial days of Christmas time, and we are anticipating the feast of the Epiphany of the Lord, right?
Yes.
And in the church liturgy, we are going to celebrate it this coming Sunday. And we have so many things being revealed to us in the readings of today, actually, that John the Baptist declared the Lord Jesus being the Lamb of God. He was being referred to as the Rabbi, which means teacher or master, or that he is the Messiah. Then we also referred to Simon as Peter or Cephas or Cephas. No? But what does this mean really concretely in our day-to-day life? Because in St. John's letter, in the first reading, as children of God, we are supposed to live in righteousness, which means not to fall into sin. Because if we are really children of God and we belong to Christ, then we have to obey His commandments, and committing sin means that we belong to the evil one, to the devil. That's what he said. He is so direct, no? And frank in a way. Now, when I've read about Saint Elizabeth and Seton's life, I find it interesting about her position on the will of God, because she said, in our daily work, there are three things that we have to see to it. No? First is to do God's will. Second is to do it in the manner that God wills it. And the third one is to do it because it is His will. I find it interesting because we are always being told, no, to do God's will. And it means that to live in righteousness, not to fall into sin. But in the first place, what's God's will? And one thing is to know it, another thing is to do it His way. And what's the motive within our heart? Is it really out of obedience for the love of God? Or we are just kind of forced or obliged to do it? So there are kind of layers, no? Or aspects or dimensions of doing the will of God and not to commit sin into our life and in the daily things that we do. It's really something to reflect, no? Because it's a given in a way that it is our desire. But the way Saint Elizabeth and Seton somehow expressed it is kind of detailed. It's worth to reflect it in ourselves, because we are always saying that we are trying to do God's will, but what does that mean really? Again, she said, our mission or our objective in our daily work is, again, to do God's will. But there's some more, in a manner that God wills it, and we do it because it is His will. The three seem to be the same, but actually different. Reflect into it. No? May the good Lord guide us and enlighten us always.
Amen.
Amen.